It's a night better suited perhaps to be in a ski lodge somewhere, but we're at Coors Field in Colorado. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the LA Dodgers and the Colorado Rockies. It's Rockies baseball next on the show. Austin Gomber is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Talk about impressive. How about an ERA under 2 last season for this guy? If he continues to pitch like that this year, he's going to put himself near the top echelon of pitchers. Not going to be an easy thing to do, but we'll see how he starts out in this one.
And now, Jackie Robinson. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Walker is there, and he'll bring this one in. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
Stepping in now, Chris Taylor. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And we are a long way from summer tonight, and even 40 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rockies coming up. This is Major League Baseball on the show. Fernando Valenzuela, a Mexican-born lefty, is the man on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And now in the box, Todd Helton. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes on 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Robinson backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Batting second.
Time now from Coors Field to take a look at the Rockies starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Batting third.
Now with the plate is number 2. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
In now, Matt Kemp. Into center field, line drive base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did. And looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Into the box, Dante Bichette. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. The set and the 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They were the spoilers here on opening day as they took game 1 of the season on the road.
Yeah, Matty, not easy to start opening day on the road and grab a W in the opponent's ballpark, but that's what happened, and they come into game 2 with a chance to set the tone in this series.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Next to bat is the home run hitting legend Duke Snider. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0-for-4 line. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourselves 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
3-1 to him now. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder on the run. He's there and records the first out.
That is fifth. The shortstop.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
At the plate now, Pee Wee Reese. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. One out, nobody on. Oh, look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
That is fifth. The first baseman, number 55, Albert Pujols.
So here is Albert Pujols. He was 1-for-4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. hit hard on the ground to second. Over to first, and that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Rockies are out in front, 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Story swings, and this ball is hammered to deep left field. Over the bleachers and onto the concourse. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Trevor Story. Second home run early in the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
I'm excited to check the home run numbers that come out on Showtrack because that was just one of the most impressive launches we've seen in a good while. And as the numbers come in, that ball was projected to have carried over 460 feet. An amazing show of strength.
So now to the plate, Josh Fuentes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Here now the 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Piazza finds it, and he makes the throw to first. Fuentes is retired, and there's one away.
Batting it.
No one on with one down. And that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. Bases are empty, one man out. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And it misses. 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. There's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call.
Batting
Busted
nine.
him inside on a
The pitcher.
3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate.
Number.
Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Into the box now is the Colorado pitcher, Austin Gomber. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. The 1-1. Now a bunt attempt here. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting.
He got the bunt down, but he didn't deaden it enough. Really good job by the first baseman to charge in and make a good throw to second to get the lead runner.
At the plate, Todd Helton. Good movement on the screwball there, but it's 2-1.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
And he fouls this one off. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. Rockies strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-0 Colorado. third set to get underway, and digging in at the plate will be Justin Turner.
You know, these next couple innings are really important for these guys. I know they're only down by a couple, but they need to get something going on offense to keep pace, even though it's early.
Now the payoff pitch home.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run there for Mookie. Second home run early in the year, and the Dodgers are within a run. It's now 2-1.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Into the box now, Fernando Valenzuela. Good break on the knuckle curve, but he missed with it. 2-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. One out, nobody on. Still even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. And that's the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Jackie Robinson.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order. Digging in, Jackie Robinson. He flied out leading off the ball game. Hit out towards second. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Rockies 2 and the Dodgers 1. Bottom of the third now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Larry Walker. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1.
That's ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
And it's fouled away. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Leading off the inning, your job is to get on base and set the table for the inning. That was a pretty good at bat that he pushed the count to 3-2 and made the pitcher work, but I think he'd like to have that 3-2 pitch back. Pretty sure that was ball 4 he went after.
To the plate now, number 2. In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that'll get down out there for extra bases. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
In now, Matt Kemp. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Now batting. Right.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D'Lo, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you could tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hitting.
So now to the plate, Dante Bichette. A swing and a miss for route number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Standing in now, Trevor Story. Screwball, but he lays off, and now the count evens at 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a ball pulled deep down the left field line, but it's going to be a foul ball.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
The 2-2 one more time. Down the left field line and deep. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Kemp is off at first with 2 away. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Chris Taylor. Now the 2-1 pitch. It's a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Looking up is Bichette. Gone to lead off the inning. Chris Taylor with a solo shot. First home run of the campaign for him, and the Dodgers are back within a run at 3-2 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Mike Piazza. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Story ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
At the plate, Duke Snider. And it's belted high and deep into right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys topping out at 95 miles an hour. So next to bat will be Pee Wee Reese. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, nice job of bouncing back after the leadoff homer. 2 quick outs after the bomb, and he's got a chance to get out of this.
Skied into straightaway right. The shed is there, and he makes the catch to retire the side. But not before they answer back here with a solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Rockies 3 and the Dodgers 2. Welcome back to Coors Field in Denver as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Josh Fuentes. And here's a screwball that misses that time. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. And the count will be full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Elias Diaz the next to hit. And that misses. 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
The 3-1. And there's ball 4 as this one gets away a bit.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
In now for Colorado, Austin Gomber, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And no surprise to see the pitcher squaring around as he gets this one down. And he throws it away. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
The first baseman, number 17, Todd.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Todd Helton. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Now the 2-1. Line toward the alley in left center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
To the plate now, Larry Walker. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Here's another 1-2. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
In now, number 2. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
3-2 pitch. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Rockies forced to settle for 1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So stepping in is Albert Pujols. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner aboard and no outs.
Into the box, Justin Turner. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
Sliced hard on the ground. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And There is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Next for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. And he blasted a homer in his first at-bat. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Still 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground to the left side. Scooped up, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Fernando Valenzuela.
Next up for Los Angeles, Fernando Valenzuela. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-1 home.
Nope, outside.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
The 2-1. Fouled off. Hit on the ground out to short. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Now's a good time for your pitcher to take a deep breath. He still has the lead, although it probably doesn't feel like it. So he can't worry about how he got into this mess. He just has to figure out how to get out of this mess.
4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On the first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, still down by a count of 4-2. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Kemp, singled home a run in his last time up. And right into the shift, gloved by Turner. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
So now to the plate, Dante Bichette, and he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Trevor Story. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Runner goes for second. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 8.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And here's Josh Fuentes to the batter's box. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Kemp leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And another throw over. And a dive, but he's back. And again a throw over. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
I got 2-1 the count.
Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Robinson at second base, and the inning comes to a close. 1 left for Colorado as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Carlos Estevez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 54, Carlos Estevez.
Striding in is Chris Taylor for his career in this matchup. He's a .333 hitter. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
At the plate, Mike Piazza. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Now a right-hander has started to get loose in the Colorado bullpen. Two and two to the Dodgers catcher.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Swing of the ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. Walker is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out.
The center fielder, number 4, Duke Snyder.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th. And up next, the great Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder. The 1-1. Drive base hit to right. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Into the box now, Pee Wee Reese. 2-1. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They trail it here 4-2. Trevor Bauer is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Trevor Bauer.
Now to bat, Elias Diaz. A couple of walks for him thus far. On the ground to the right side. And Robinson will throw him out. One gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlos Estevez.
Raimel Tapia will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away.
Number 15, Raimel Tapia.
The 2-2. Popped up. Piazza is there, and that's the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
Stepping in at the plate, Todd Helton. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. And it's fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado, but they still lead this one 4-2. Tyler Kinley is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Tyler Kinley.
7th inning ready to roll, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Albert Pujols. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Next to dig in, Justin Turner. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here comes the 1-2.
2-2, count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Mookie Betts. Fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery.
Nope.
Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Walker is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still down by a count of 4-2. Stepping in will be Larry Walker. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Some action in the Dodger bullpen now, as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Number 2 will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, this offense is going to have to change their mindset. If they're going to get swing and misses on that slider, you know he's going to go to that well. They are going to have to be willing to take the ball the other way and stay back on that heater, or they are not going to recognize that pitch.
Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. And he fouls this one off. Popped him up. Reese in foul ground. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 27, Matt Kemp.
2 away now in the Colorado 7th. And coming up, the still dangerous outfielder, Matt Kemp. A sign now from Piazza, the 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Here comes the 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Scott Ober is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Scott Ober.
Will Smith is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Will Smith.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Ready with another 2-2.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Yeah, well, down 2, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
And it's fouled away. Hard hit ball to second. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next to hit, Jackie Robinson grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
The left fielder on the field, Chris Taylor.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever-versatile Chris Taylor. 2-2 count. Here it comes.
We got full count.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Now to the plate, here is Mike Piazza. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power, you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on it.
Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap, but it's off his glove. And he's in safely at third as they also push across a score to make it a 1-run game.
In most parks in the league, that would be a round tripper. I mean, he hits this thing probably more than 400 feet, but he'll have to be content with a triple. Has to feel good about the way he hit it, though.
Robert Stevenson enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Number 29, Robert Stevenson.
Into the box, Duke Snyder fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Stepping in next, Pee-wee Reese. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Two and two. Here it is. Oh, and ouch. That one drilled him. For the first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Next up, Albert Pujols. And we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home so far this inning. Slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are tied 4-4. Walker Buehler is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 21, Walker Buehler.
Striding in for the Rockies, Dante Bichette 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
So now to the plate, Trevor Story fouled off. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
At the plate now, Josh Fuentes. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Colorado. Still all square at 4 apiece. All set to start the 9th in this one. And standing in is the veteran 3rd baseman, Justin Turner. Set. Here comes the 1-1. got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. Hit down the line at first. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double. And if you start to think about a pinch hitter, here's what the Dodgers have remaining on their bench. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Michael Givens will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Chris Owings will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Corey Seager will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting, the second baseman.
And now here is Jackie Robinson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Now foul tip, but it's held onto behind the plate, and that'll go down as a very important out number 2.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
At the plate, Chris Taylor. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. The set and the 2-1. Swing and a line drive. Beautiful diving stop. How about that? Dodgers strand a couple. This game's all tied at 4. Blake Trinan comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 49, Blake Trinan.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Elias Diaz. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Here it comes. No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. high in the air out to center field. Snyder is there, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Todd Helton. He flew out in his last AB. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
1-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. Score remains tied at 4. Now into the box, Mike Piazza. He'll be the one to lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And he has just given them the lead late as this is down for extra bases.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
Into the box now, Duke Snyder. And he misses 2-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the 2-1. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Pee-wee Reese.
Big spot here, and it'll be Pee-wee Reese. So they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. A 1-1. On the ground, softly towards second. Scooped up, and there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 55, Albert Pujols.
Big at-bat now, and here is Albert Pujols. Though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Piazza on third with 2 out. And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Hard hit ball to second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. LA's out in front now, 5-4. Eric Gagne enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Eric Gagne.
Now to the plate, Larry Walker. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the 1-1. And it's 1-2. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw is there to record the first out.
good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Standing in now, number 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
So now to the plate, Matt Kemp. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone. 2-2.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know.
Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4, the final tally. Blake Trinan claims the win out of the pen, his first. Eric Gagne retires the side to hammer down the save, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Rockies, 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Mm-hmm.